Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. Today we're starting out the vlog in Cooma in New South Wales. It's kind of the gateway to the mountains and all of the snowy mountains and the Alps and all that. So we're here basically to learn about the snowy hydro scheme. We're about to head out to the visitor centre and watch a film about it and a 14-metre screen or something like that. So it should be good to actually wrap our heads around how it all works and everything. Right now we're in Centennial Park. They've got this time walk, which is, they've got 27 flags from basically all the nationalities of people who worked on the snowy hydro system. So all the country flags lined up, and there's 40 mosaics to kind of represent all the things that were happening at the time. And there's also like a little mini sculpture of like the whole region and where all the tunnels are, where all the mountain peaks are, rivers, dams, power stations. And we actually met a guy walking past who was an engineer back in 1966 on the snowy hydro system and he told us all about it. And yeah, so we're very excited to go watch this video now and learn some more. So this is an overview of the snowy hydro scheme. It is massive. And now Matt is going to press the reservoirs button. So they are all the reservoirs. And these are all the dams in the whole scheme. And then these are all the tunnels that connect all the dams and reservoirs under the mountains. And there is also 9 power stations throughout the whole thing. So this is an overview. 9 power stations, 16 dams, 1 pumping station, 80 kilometres of aqueducts, 145 kilometres of tunnels, 100,000 construction workers from more than 30 different countries, and 25 years of construction. What a project. So for anyone like me who did not understand how they can make electricity from water, basically it flows down the mountain, snow and water, rain as it does. It comes down into a turbine which spins, and then up into this generator they have electromagnets, and when the generator spins, electricity is produced, which then goes up onto the grid wherever it goes, and the water is then released into rivers and dams.
So we saw Giant Lake in flood, or dam I should say, sorry.
Underwater.
Yeah,
Way
at
underwater.
the Discovery Parks.
Yeah.
We're just talking to people here at Snowy Hydro. They're pumping out hundreds of megalitres a day from there at the moment.
Trying to get rid of it.
So these red pumps are the ones which are running. So they're pretty much running this whole section, trying to empty out Giant a bit. While Victoria's side, I believe, is just sitting idle.
We've got a massive photo wall of all the photos back when they were working and building the scheme. And it's just crazy to think back then without any of the technology we've got now, how they did it all. Crazy. So this is a replica of a boring machine, which they will be using to make Snowy 2.0. So this is obviously a mini version. The real one will be 11 metres in diameter, used to create the tunnels for Snowy 2.0, which is their newest power station and project. So these are 2 of the turbines that were used in the scheme before they were upgraded, and these are basically what the water flows into. And then above that would be the generator, which produces the electricity. And this turbine weighs 47.7 tonnes. So we're super glad we went to the Snowy Hydro Discovery Centre. It was really, really good.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah. And like we went a little bit out of our way to go to Cooma, but so worth it.
It's like, what, 15, 20
yeah,
minutes?
not far.
Blew our minds.
Yeah.
Like the amount, you don't hear anything about it in Victoria.
No.
And then you get down here and this is like what it's all about down here.
And they actually supply Victoria with energy as like electricity as well, which...
As a backup, yeah.
I don't know, it's just weird that, like, I'd heard the name before, like Snowy Hydro, but no idea really what it meant and what it was, so...
It's pretty unreal the extent that it goes to, like, through these mountains especially, and like... Just unreal how they'd done it so many years ago.
Yeah, back then without machinery and technology and scaling all these mountains to survey them and see how tall they are, and
it's pretty unreal.
It's just like, and then yeah, drilling holes and tunnels through the mountains. Like they didn't have boring machines back then, so.
They got some awesome videos in there, which and the virtual flyover, which gives you like a debrief on the whole thing.
Yeah, and the whole
is
thing's
really good.
Free as well. Like first of all, it's just like a story of like they show you footage from back then and like just kind of explain the whole scheme. And then afterwards they do like a virtual flyover where they actually have someone that works there, yeah, talk to you and run you through it, and more of like a personalised sort of
Yeah.
tour, I guess, like virtual tour.
It was really awesome, and even like they have like a little area where you can go through and read different information, and as you would have seen,
like a whole little museum thing.
Yeah. From the virtual flyover, we do apologise to all New South Wales people for incorrectly pronouncing all the towns we've been to.
We suck at pronunciation, like seriously.
So from the virtual flyover, we now know the towns are not what we call them. Well, they are.
We said G-he or G-he. It's G-high.
So everything's just different. But anyway.
We're saying Gathiga. I think it's actually Guthiga or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, whatever.
So apologies in advance. Because all the ones coming up will be wrong too. So.
So we ended up booking a campsite at Rocky Plain Campground tonight. We don't really know much about it, but it's on the way. It looks cute.
It worked out well.
It should be nice.
It was available.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly, last minute.
Yep.
So it should be nice. I think it's a little bit of a full drive track to get there. But we just stopped in Adaminaby. Probably still pronouncing that wrong. Which is just a tiny little town. It's got... I'll show you the big trout now. I shot some footage of that. Got a treat for you today. We've got the world's largest fiberglass rainbow trout. There's also a snowy hydro museum that's only open 2 days a week, so unfortunately we couldn't go to that today, but it just looks like it's got big machinery and stuff. And we had a quick look and it looks really good. And now I've just come down to Lake Eucumbene, as you can see behind us. It's very pretty. It reminds me kind of like Eildon or something, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's huge.
It does feel like that.
And it's good to put into perspective, like, as we've seen with the whole snowy hydro thing. It's just kind of nice to piece together all these places that we've been and all the places that we're going to and how they're all a part of the whole scheme. And
yeah, it's awesome. I believe she said Eucumbene was 3 Sydney harbours?
No, it was like 9.
No? Okay, there you go. This is the big one. This is the main one. Yeah.
Because this is the one they can split to spill into basically the Victorian side of the scheme and the New South side. So this is kind of like the middle point where they can divert water either way.
Yeah.
And when it's full, it can hold, I think she said 9.5 times the Sydney harbour water capacity.
Yeah.
Can hold like 9.5 times. So it's absolutely crazy. It's huge, obviously.
Meant to be really good trout fishing in here too. They've got brown trout, rainbow trout, and I believe
Atlantic salmon.
Which we don't know how that works, but anyway, they're here.
Apparently.
So if we get a nice day over the next couple of days, we're definitely going to give somewhere a go.
Yeah.
And see what happens. I got a few trout hatcheries too, which are around the place, which would be cool to visit. Unfortunately, we didn't get 2 because they're closed due to staff shortages.
Seems to be a common theme at the moment.
But anyway, so this is our stop before our campsite.
Oh, and a hut. It's a hut along the way too.
Oh, yes, sorry. On the road, we are seeing a hut as it's starting to rain again.
Yeah.
The weather's very up and down here, by the way.
And the predictions are all wrong, so we're just swinging it. Whatever happens, happens.
In Cooma today, on the BOM app, like the Bureau of Meteorology, right? I was like, I'll double check the weather before we go camping. They had a fucking tsunami warning.
Which, I guess is no joke if there actually was one. Like, we did look it up and it said that there was a volcano eruption in the Tonga Islands or something.
The beach is like 200
We're
k's
still a
away.
long way from the coast, so I don't know why the warning was for here, but
So anyway,
we're a bit surprised by that.
we'll show you this hut and then we'll meet you at the campground.
This is tonight's campsite. We are at Rocky Plain Campground. Matt with the toilet paper. There is a toilet here, but it looks very, very old, so we're going to go for a walk. There it is there, and have a look. We are literally the only ones here. It's a beautiful spot, but the bushfires have ripped through here and a lot of the trees are dead. There is a highway down there, which is... You can hear cars, but it's not super annoying. And obviously later on, people will stop driving past, so yeah, not bad. Very glad we got it all to ourselves. This campground is very well set up for horses. This is like a little loading bay thing for trailers or trucks. Is the toilet alright, Matt? Not bad. And then there's these little tie-up stations for the horses everywhere. There's probably at least, I don't know, 6 of them here. On tonight's menu, Oh, look at that. Chicken Kievs and cheesy garlic bread, which will be accompanied by corn on a cob with butter and salt. Yum. And like roasted potato chips. Yum. And looks like the rain set in for the night. So we've put up a wall because the rain is coming sideways. And it's working really well. What'd you cook me for brekkie this morning, Matt?
It's egg, bacon, cheese, spinach, carrot, onion, wrap.
Relish.
Relish.
Yum, thank you. So we got a fair bit of rain last night. As you can see, the water's just on the tent. But we sprayed it with waterproofing before we left, which seems to have worked a treat. See, look at that, it was sitting there, nothing's soaking through. Let me just shake it. And it all just comes off. So yeah, we had a fair bit of rain last night. It was pretty windy at some stages as well. It was kind of coming up the valley, like, towards us, so...
Probably parked on the wrong angle, but we learn.
Yeah, we didn't know when we got here, so... But yeah, we had a delicious dinner and brekkie. Pretty good, MasterChef over here. Camp kitchen cooking. Can't complain about that. And so yeah, today we're just gonna go... There's a hut just across the road, which we thought was yesterday, which is actually today. But we can kind of see it from here. It just looks like a fireplace, so I'm pretty sure it burnt down in January fires.
Yeah, there's a few huts we found on the map in this area.
Yeah.
Which are on the map, but they're back in, like, you know, rebuilt in 2008. And since then we've had the bushfires, so I think majority of them are gone.
But yeah, then we're just going to continue on. There's a little place which is supposed to be good for fishing, so we might have a bit of a fish there.
So if we can get some Atlantic salmon in New South Wales, that's a bit exciting.
We'll be happy with anything though, trout, whatever we can get. And then we're heading up to the Yarrangbili caves and thermal pool. We've booked in for all the caves tomorrow, but today will be, yeah, the thermal pool, there's the bluff walk, some other short walk, Glory Cave walk.
Glory Cave, I think, yeah. So we're spending pretty much 2 days in that area.
Yeah.
And doing a full go through, see what we can find.
Yeah, seems to be a lot to do up there.
Take our time and chill out there, yeah.
So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Make sure you subscribe so you see tomorrow's vlog with all the caves, because it's going to be pretty bloody epic, I think.
And today's fishing.
Yeah, and the fishing, and the thermal pool. Very excited for that as well. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Insert footage here. Don't forget, babe, the big trout. It's a big rainbow fuck off trout. You got to put a picture in here. All right. Ready? God. And continuing after rainbow trout footage.
Cut.
And now we're here at Lake Eucumbene.
But yeah, apart from the big trout, there's not much.
Sorry.
But yeah, apart from the big trout, there's not much else in the town. There's
There's nothing.
Oh my God. Okay.
The town has a big trout, and that's it. Has a pub.
And then there's also a snowy hydro museum with... You're like this in the...
In my head, I'm just like a big fuck off rainbow trout. Oh.
Alright, come on. Okay, come on. Okay.
Oh.
Can you say?
Okay.
Can you say?
Yeah.
Hang on.
So apart from the big... So apart from the big fuck off rainbow trout. No, I wasn't even going to say that. Okay.
So I would recommend that probably if you were just passing through on a
going
weekend.
through.
Yeah.
It's on the main road pass, so
Yeah.
you can see it.
And you can see
easily
it.
see it.
You can see a bit of the Mediterranean.
Yeah, that was a seizure.